What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys. Let's get into it, okay? Let's talk about the price here. It's a brand new day. Looking at the day right now, we are on the 23rd of April, 22 hours and 20 minutes left in the day. We're sitting at about $93,000, coming off a fresh close yesterday, the 22nd of April, at $93,400. We've done some big things. We've had a lot of volume come in, and I don't believe it stops here. We're going to get into all this, but before we get into the technicals, I just want to go on a quick little good job, okay? Because what this move did, what yesterday did, validated what we've been expecting, what we've been looking for, what we've been waiting for, is that this low is the low. Over the months, guys, since January, even before then, we've been waiting to build to higher prices all this time. It's not just in the downtrend. Even in the boring times, we were waiting to build to higher prices. This validates what we've been waiting for so many months now, is that we are on our way to new all-time highs. If we're in a bull market, and we are, and this was a higher low, which it was, the only thing to do from here is go to a new high, guys. That's it. And at this point in time, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but there's plenty of people, me, you, people who are brand new to crypto, people who've been in this thing longer than I have. This is my third bull cycle. People who are institutions, people with deep pockets, deep connections, and countries, even governments that are investing in crypto. Everybody's aware of what happens next. We're going to new all-time highs. There's no stopping it. There's no denying it at this point, right? Michael Saylor is right. He's every Bitcoin that he's bought at these highs, he's going to be validated and vindicated. He's probably hurting right now because he just wants to buy more before this thing goes to brand new all-time highs, right? But getting away from all the shenanigans, right? Good job. Congratulations. We validated this as a low. The bears are in their caves. They're certainly not here. If they are, you're in denial at this point. And if not, you're really, really close to being in denial, man. We get above 96K. I mean, there's not really much more that you can say to be bearish. At this point, we've already broken out of this downtrend. We've already got volume coming in. Okay, we've clearly broken out. We're seeing a retracement here. We found support on the weekly basis that is basically in tandem, in line with this higher low support that we've had throughout this. We're basically in a parallel channel going upwards, right? We found support at prior areas of resistance here. All good structure, every single thing about it. And we look at the relative low to the relative high here. Relative low, I said, relative low. We found support just above the 0.5. Throughout this whole bull cycle. Let's go over this real quick. I'll make this quick. We've been finding support and resistance at the 0.5. From a low to a high here, look at that. Where did we tip? Right there, the 0.5. It's perfect. It's literally perfect, my friends. We go from a low to a high here, and where did you find support? The 0.5 right there. Yes, you did. You found support right there. If we look at this relative high to relative low, where did you find resistance? You found resistance right here at the 0.5, a little bit below the golden ratio. You did go a little bit above it still, don't get me wrong, but you closed right there at the 0.5. Clearly here, this is not the 0.5. It's a different fib. It's not a perfect thing, right? But from a low here, that was not the low to the high here. You found support at the golden ratio, but the time before that, it was at the 0.5. The time after that, it was at the 0.5. You've been finding significance at the 0.5 this whole damn cycle, and this time, people caught on to it because you couldn't even go low enough to interact with this area. That's called front running. That's called not enough selling, too much buying pressure, and we are reaping the rewards of that, right? We're seeing that here. Some really cool stuff is on the table right now, you guys. We have 4 days, 23 hours left in this week. We have 7 days, 23 hours left in this month, right? We are up 12% this month right now, okay? $92,900, and we might get a little volatility. Like I said, I actually did say this over the past couple of days, that it wouldn't surprise me, from a high to a low. If when we moved up to our golden ratio, if we saw an immediate pullback to the 0.5 or the 382 and then immediate recovery, these drawbacks are going to be fast. These are going to be formal definitions of the word shakeout, right? We're going to see some shakeouts, and they're going to be for an hour, for 10 minutes. They're going to validate the hell out of anybody who's calling this a fake rally, right? It's going to scare you. It's going to be intense because that's the whole point of a shakeout. You want to shake as many people out on the way up so that there's more reason for people to FOMO back in and send this thing to even higher prices. These are going to be fast shakeouts, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Inevitably, guys, we're on our way to new all-time highs. We are on our way to new all-time highs. I can't say it enough. But it's not going to be a straight line, right? This was nice. That was basically a straight line. And I'm not saying it can't happen again. Maybe we move exactly like this. But my expectation is we see some quick volatility here and there. We've been very non-volatile. We're going to see some volatility on the way up. And I think it's going to be shakeouts in every single definition of the word. Going back out to the monthly time frame here, by the end of the month, we have about 8 days left in this month right now. If we could continue to move at this pace, I really do believe we could see prices at $102,000 or higher, and that would be phenomenal. You guys, right now we have a bullish engulfing candle already from last month. Powerful signal with a very big wick to the downside, right? Very powerful signal. Like a third of this candle overall is a wick, right? If we can get to $102,000 or more by the end of this month, which from here, I mean, hell, man, we just moved up almost 7% in one day. That's a 10% move. We've seen 10% moves in a day before within this range, let alone throughout Bitcoin's history, right? We could see it again over the next 8 days. If we can get up above $102,500 by the end of the month to close, we're engulfing basically this whole entire consolidation phase with one candle. Right? We have simultaneously the lowest price of this overall consolidation phase and the highest monthly close in Bitcoin's history in the same month if we can get that. Now, this is not a requirement. This would just look really nice. It would be a very powerful signal, okay? And I'm not saying it has to happen, but I am calling for it. I do think that that's what we're going to do. It wouldn't surprise me at all. And at this rate, we're right on pace. We're right on track. We were cutting it close, but I think that the 111K target still remains by the end of this month. We really could see it. And again, I'm not saying that we move up in a straight line. It might seem like we move up in a straight line, but there will be days where we have volatility coming up here. It's going to be quick, it's going to be fast, and it's going to be scary at times even, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Make no mistake here, guys. If we go lower, it will not be lower than this low. It will only be a higher low from here. The lowest target that I could see us hitting right now from a high to a low, or a low to a high, I should say, might be something around, like $86K, $85,000. But I don't even think that we go down there, guys. I think that we hold above 88K. We continue running. It doesn't stop here. We look at the daily RSI. This is something that really gets me excited. Okay, we're looking at the daily RSI, and do you guys notice anything at all, right? It's gotten overbought. We've been overbought. This is the first time that we've gotten overbought since all the way back here in December. And really, that wasn't really getting overbought. That was like a moment, and then you got out. Maybe we're having a moment, and we're getting out now. I don't think so, though. I think we're going to see some overbought readings. What happened the last time we got overbought? But better yet, we're looking at this here like this to give it the same kind of circumstantial benefit, right? It's been a long time since you've been overbought. This is the first time you got overbought in a while. So let's not compare it to this where you had been overbought consistently. Let's compare it to this where it had been a little while since you've been overbought, right? What happened here whenever you first got overbought, right? You got overbought and then you got out of it and you got overbought again. But let's just look at what happened here on the day where you technically did get overbought your first time in months. Okay, what happened here? Did the price stop growing? No. It immediately actually continued to grow. Was there volatility? Yes. You moved down and you were kind of slow inevitably, but you continued to grow here. You got overbought here. If we look at this next kind of instance of being overbought, right? You got overbought here. The next instance you got overbought was here. Did you stop growing there? The answer is no. You continued to grow, right? You continued to grow and even still continued to grow. When you got overbought here, did you continue to grow? No, you didn't. So you came down, right? It's not a perfect thing. But then here you got overbought. Did you continue to grow? Yes, you did, right? Here, you got overbought right here on this day. Did you continue to grow? Yes, you did. And then relatively afterwards, you saw some resistance. So I am expecting, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, being that we're here from a high to a low around the golden ratio, I am expecting we find some resistance soon, a little bit of resistance. But again, I think it's going to be very, very, very short-lived. We don't even have to have a red day. If today went all the way down to the 0.5 or the 382 and we came back up, if we saw some intense volatility, that's it. That's all we need. It doesn't need to be a long-lived thing. It can be quick. As long as we go down there and find a lot of support, I mean, that would signal exactly what I'm thinking, is that this move is going to be faster than a lot of people anticipate it to be. And I really do think it'll be faster than a lot of people anticipate it to be. All I'm trying to show here is that when you get overbought, this normally is just the beginning of good things to come, whether it's relative and you continue to grow over the coming days, over the coming weeks, or if it's a little bit less relative and more zoomed out, it's over the coming months. You see what I'm saying, right? It had been a long time since we got overbought here, and look at what happened over the months to come, right? We moved up. We had a very nice move up. We just got overbought for the first time in a while, guys. In pits of despair, and I promise you, we had a lot lower readings on the Fear and Greed Index on the relative lows than we had back here. I can only imagine how high up we're going to go. We didn't have a crypto strategic reserve back here. The whole damn planet's aware of it now, and there's people that are making adjustments in accordance to that. things are about to go berserk. Things really are about to go berserk, you guys. I want to look, what's the Bitcoin dominance doing? Because if BTC is moving up, but BTC dominance is moving down, that would just be nice. Okay, moved up a little bit yesterday. That's fine. It happens. It's going to move down soon enough, though. I think it's exhausted. We look at the monthly time frame. I think if we can get this monthly down a little bit, we can actually solidify this monthly bearish divergence, and that could mark the relative high here. But I digress. Getting back to BTC. All in all, I believe we're on our way higher, you guys. I do believe that we have more to go, more to grow left in this this current week and in this current move. We're just getting started. We're absolutely just getting started. And ultimately, from a high to a low, I expect that by the end of the month, we'll be in a certain area, right around this all-time high area, just below, maybe still above 100K, if not just above. The expectation is $111,000 by the end of the month. That's been the call all month. It's been a little bit shaky recently, but the last 2 days have really helped validate that notion, or at least keep it alive. And I think we're going to continue. Let's see. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour RSI. Pretty damn overbought, looking strong as hell, man. It's looking really good, really, really good. Yeah, the last few candles we have died off in volume a little bit, so we could see a turnaround point very soon. I mean, after all, from this relative high to the relative low down here, we are at the golden ratio, right? We're right there. So, and we're right here at prior areas of resistance. We're right here at prior areas of support. Yeah, it would make sense that we find some resistance here, right? 1 hour time frame. I gotta admit, man, it looks bullish. I don't know. Here's what I will say. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's it. No. We can move down to $90,000. We can move down to $86,000, but here's the deal. It's not going to be long-lived. It will not be long-lived, man. It could happen today. It could happen tomorrow, maybe. But I don't think we're done here, you guys. This thing looks like it means business. It looks like we're going to see some immaculate growth, and it really wouldn't surprise me if we had some shakeouts along the way. So just prepare yourselves for that. Don't scare yourselves with that, right? Do not, whenever we're at the peak of this drop, wherever it might be, if it comes at all, it might not. I'm not saying it has to, but if it does, if we're at like 88K all the way down here to 382, 85K, just first off, very normal to go from the golden ratio to the 382 when building, okay? Very normal. Very normal to go to the 0.5, in between the 0.5 to 382. This area is extremely normal to go to when building, okay? So do not be scared. But if you're scared and you're reading on X.com, I told you that was a fake pump. I told you the bear market's on. I told you Bitcoin's going to zero. You're reading all that and you're feeling emotion. You're going to make the wrong decision, okay? Watch them all come out of their caves. All the bears are going to come out of their caves once we're at the low. And as soon as they say something, that's when we're going to fly. That's what's going to happen, man. They're on the wrong side of the coin right now, and what they're doing right now, they're in that erratic, chaotic mentality where it attracts the herd, man. Whenever you're in this you can't figure out what the market's doing because you've been wrong and it's proving you wrong, but you're convicted, you're holding to that wrong state of being and you're not letting it go. You are going to become an anti-indicator. Everything you say, every time you celebrate a low, every time you show your euphoricness, your excitedness for the downside, that's likely going to be a point where we reverse, right? It's the same thing with bulls that get it wrong. Every time they get excited, as soon as they get excited, that's when we reverse. As soon as they get excited, that's when we reverse. A lot of people were excited up here. That's when we reversed, right? Not as many people were excited up here. People might be excited now. I don't know, but I hope that you understand what I'm saying. I don't really know if I have anything else that I want to say. All in all, guys, good job. Good job is really the words that I want to say. Good job. We validated the low. We are going to higher prices, and I very much believe if we're not at new all-time highs by the end of the month, they're coming. We're coming a week, 2 weeks tops, man. We're going to be at new all-time highs, you guys. It's coming right now. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, right? I lost my pen, but it's coming. It's coming right now in the air tonight. It's coming all over the place. I can feel it. I can feel it coming. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Look at that weekly RSI, man. Have we been here before? Have we been here before? I think we've been here before, right? We bottomed here, and then what did we do? We ripped up to the overbought zone. What are we doing? It feels like we've been here before. I swear to God, I swear to somebody, whoever I'm swearing to, I swear to you, we have been here before. What did we do last time we were here? It rhymes with going up. Okay, that's all I got. Bye-bye.